Okay. Uh, Today we will be developing the IDS equation for linear region. Do not worry because I have a PPT file for this, but I feel more comfortable with my handwritten note. So I'm going to teach you this from here. And if you do not like it, you can go and see the PPT file as well. I'm going to give these and the PPT file today in the group. Okay. Do not worry. But why I am showing you this? Because I feel comfortable with my handwritten note. That's why. Doesn't mean anything. That's okay. Let's start. So today we will be developing the IDS equation. That means IDS equation means current between drain to source equation. Okay, current between drain and source equation for linear region. So we all know the MOSFETs or the transistors has three region. One is cutoff, another one is linear, another one is saturation. So cutoff means zero, straight away the current is zero. So the equation we know it, right? IDS is equal to 0 for cutoff. But for linear, it will change. So today we will be developing the linear region equation. But before that, let's see the structure first. Here, this is a structure of your normal MOSFET. And this is the source. This is the drain. Okay, let me draw something. This is the source. This is the drain. And on top of it, you have a silicon dioxide. Here you can see. Silicon dioxide layer. This is silicon dioxide. This is called gate oxide. And the epsilon is epsilon oxide 3.9 epsilon 0. That means epsilon naught. On top of the silicon dioxide, you have a metal. Okay, let's use one different color. You have metal, right? That is called gate. That is a metal sheet that is called gate. And what this silicon dioxide is doing, silicon dioxide layer is separating the metal layer from the drain and source. And when we give a positive voltage here, that means plus, plus, plus. Can you see that plus? When you give a positive voltage here, that positive voltage will pull all the electrons nearby and accumulate it here. Okay, let's use one more different color. Okay, different color. Okay, that positive layer will accumulate all the electron just under the silicon dioxide and make a channel. Okay, so what is happening here? The channel is made of electrons, that means negatively charged, and the gate is positively charged. So in between you have silicon dioxide, that means insulator. So it is actually looking like a parallel plate capacitor. So a capacitance will form here. You can see that it is already indicated. A capacitor will form. They're saying MOSFET structure looks like a parallel plate capacitor while operating in inversion. That means when you give the voltage, that time it will work like a capacitor. When you do not give any voltage, that time it will not. Remember, when you spend some voltage, that time it will work like a capacitor. Other times, no, it is not. Since for N-type MOSFET, a positive voltage is implied to gate terminal as VG, and an electron C is formed. Electron C means channel. The channel is formed. Is formed beneath the silicon dioxide layer. Hence, the channel charge will be as follows: Q is equal to CV, because we all know in case of capacitor. Okay, let's go to. We all know Q is equal to CV for a capacitor. Q is the charge, C is the capacitance, V is the voltage. Here, we can write Q channel is equal to C. C is the gate capacitance, let's call it CG. And V is the voltage across this. Okay, so here we cannot write any V. Here we have to write VGC. What is VGC? VGC is the voltage between this point and this point. Gate to channel voltage, VGC, minus VT. Why minus VT? This is the voltage you have to spend to make the capacitor. Because I told you before, if you do not spend some voltage, this capacitor will not form. This formula is for a capacitor that is already made. Normal capacitor. This formula is for a capacitor that is already made. This formula is for this MOSFET, right? The MOSFET capacitor is not formed yet. It will be formed when you spend some voltage. That is the voltage of, okay, let's change the color. That is the voltage. When you spend this voltage, that time you will have a capacitor, that time you will have a formula. Q is equal to C VGC minus VT. Understood? I believe you understood. Okay, so Q channel is equal to CG into VGC minus VT. So Q is equal to CV, where CG is equal to capacitance of the gate to the channel. VGC minus VT is the amount of voltage altering charge channel which is not grounded. That means this is the available voltage that is done after the capacitor is formed. So minus VT means this VT is waste, this VT is spent already to make the capacitance. So VGC minus VT, that is the available voltage. Okay. Now again, CG is equal to EOX WL by TOX. Okay, from where we got this formula? From where we got this formula? Okay, we got this formula from our elementary school or college, elementary college physics. Okay, so there we have learned something like this. Parallel plate capacitance, remember? These are plus, these are minus. Two parallel plates are there. One is charged with positive charge, another one is charged with negative charge. Then what will be the capacitance? C, not CG, C will be epsilon at the middle. That means epsilon of insulation into W. W is the width, L is the length, width of the channel actually, width of the width of the parallel plates, okay? Width and length divided by thickness. Thickness means the distance, that is the D. So our formula was C is equal to epsilon WL divided by D. And E means what are the material you are using inside, that's epsilon. So in our case, it is oxide because silicon dioxide, I told you before, right? EOX. If we use air, it will be EO. If we use vacuum, it will be, no, if we use air, it will be EAR. If we use vacuum, it will be EO, okay? Since we have used oxide, so it is EOX. W by L, so W and L. And what is D? D is the thickness, right? Thickness, that means thickness of oxide. Okay, that is the formula. EOX WL divided by TOX. So that is the formula. Here, EOX and TOX, they will be constant. Okay, they will be constant of oxide layer. So we can call it COX and WL. So EOX by TOX is equal to COX. We can call it COX WL, constant of oxide WL. So COX WL, understood? Okay. Now get back. Now find average VGC, AVG, average VGC. Why? Because I told you before, this VGC is the voltage between this point and this point, right? But remember, this voltage is impossible to find. Why? Because if we use a multimeter to find that, See, this point is the gate point. This point you can easily access using multimeter, right? But this point is channel. It is inside the what is that, transistor. You cannot get any voltage that is inside your transistor. How can you get inside? How can you go inside of a transistor? You cannot. So what you have to do, you have to assume the voltage. You cannot find this voltage. This is the VGC. Okay, what you have to do, you have to find the average voltage of the VGC. Okay, so how to do that? What we will do, we will be finding this value, this voltage, because this is the gate, this is the drain. These 2 points are easily accessible. So we can find VGD, and we can find this. This value is VGS. So if we add this and divide by 2, we will find the average VGC, because this is at the middle. Okay, so that is the average value. Understood? Ke bujhona eta? Who do not understand this? Why we have done the averaging? Why? For finding out this value, this voltage, we will find these and we will find these and we will add these and divide by 2. So we will get approximately equal VGC. Who didn't understand this? Anyone? এমন কেউ আছো যেটা বুঝো নাই? Is there anyone who didn't understand this? Wait. Okay, what happened to your attendance? You are 30 students, right? You are a very big batch. Nazifa. Nazifa. Abdi Aziz.
Yes, sir.
What happened to your attendance?
Sir, I don't know. Maybe they are asleep. Sir.
Or you do not like my class? Which one?
No, sir.
No, sir. Maybe they're sleeping with it.
They are sleeping, sir.
Okay, if you do not like my class, I can change the class. Okay, I can give the class to someone else.
No, sir. No, sir. But the first class, all the other teachers, the first class is same like this.
So if I after the online class we have to submit a report, right, with a screenshot of the attendance. So if every time my my attendance remain 11, 12, 13, then they will say, oh my god, you are not a good teacher, you are not a very interesting teacher, your student attendance is very poor, right?
Yes, sir. But
I understand my point?
Yes, I understand, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, Nazifa? ও কই গেল? সজীব?
জি স্যার, বলেন স্যার।
তোমাদের অ্যাটেন্ডেন্সের এই অবস্থা কেন? বলো দেখি।
স্যার কয়জন আসছে আজকে?
আজকে আসছে 10 জন।
স্যার এত কম তো হয় না, নরমালি 20 জনের মতো হয়।
তো সেটা তো আর আমি জানি না, সেটা তো তুমি বলতেছো। ক্লাস কি ভালো লাগে না নাকি কোনটা? বলো দেখি।
না এমন কোনো ব্যাপার না স্যার, ক্লাস কেন ভালো লাগবে না?
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ওকে। Okay, let's start again. Okay, I'm sharing the screen again. Now here, so we have used the averaging technique to find out the middle voltage. Why? Because let me give you one practical example. Let's say Abdi Aziz have 2 more brothers. Okay, Abdi Aziz is the middle son, and he has a elder brother and he has a younger brother. Okay, the elder brother is 30 years old. 30, let's say 30 years old, and the younger brother is let's say 26 years old. Okay, understood? So
Yes.
the elder brother is 30 years old and the younger brother is 26 years old. So can anyone tell me what is the age of Abdi Aziz? Anyone?
Sir, again?
আচ্ছা
28, sir.
ওকে ওকে again নাজিফা শোনো, আব্দি আজিজের বড় ভাইয়ের বয়স হচ্ছে 30 আর ওর ছোট ভাইয়ের বয়স হচ্ছে 26। আব্দি আজিজ হচ্ছে মিডল সান, তা ওর বয়স কত হবে?
26 থেকে 30 এর মাঝে।
আচ্ছা তুমি 26 থেকে 30 এর মাঝে বলছো না?
হ্যাঁ।
আচ্ছা and one person said 28।
Sure. Yes, 28, sir.
Yes,
20
sir.
28
Yes, sir.
28 okay
Yes, sir.
okay why you said 28? It could be 27 as well, it could be 29 as well, but why you say 28? আর আরেকজন একটু একটু বেশি বেশি বলে সে বলছে 26 থেকে 30 এর মাঝখানে।
28.
Okay, now
Average will be 28, sir.
okay it is approximately 28, but we are not sure, it can be 27 as well, but it can be 29 as well, but why we are going with 28? Because it makes sense, it is the average, right?
Yes, sir.
It is the average. So normally it can be right, it can be wrong, we can be wrong as well, but since we do not have any method of finding out the voltage, that's why we will be averaging this voltage and this voltage. Let's say this is the younger brother, this is the older brother, right? So here this is the middle brother, so his age will be average. So that's why we will be finding out the VGC by using the average. So VGS plus VGD divided by 2. Now VGS by VGD divided by 2, we can separate this VGS by 2, VGD by 2. Then we can write this VGS by 2 is equal to VGS minus VGS by 2. How? 0.5 is equal to 1 minus 0.5. Can we write that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is 0.5 because it is divided by 2. So this is 1 minus 0.5. Okay, we can do that. Then VGD by 2, right? We can do that. From here, from these two, can we take half common?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We will take half common. So we have VGS minus VGD. So this one will be converted to VDS. How? Okay, no, how I will tell later, but why? Because of this. You all know this graph, right? From semester 4 or semester 5.
Yes.
You all
Yes.
know this. Yeah, you have seen this. Maybe you forgot, but you have seen this, right? This
Yes, sir.
graph has 3 components. One is IDS. That is the equation we are trying to find. Another one is VDS.
Yes.
Another one is VGS, right?
Yes, sir.
So our equation will have these 3 things. One is what? IDS
EGS.
equal to something related VGS and
VGS.
VDS. No other voltage, right? No other things, only these two. So IDS will be equal to some function of VGS and VDS, nothing else. So that's why we cannot afford to keep a voltage called VGD. Here, VGS is here, VGS is here, VGD. We cannot keep VGD. VGD is not possible to, we cannot afford to keep it here, okay? So what we will do, we will try to convert this to something else. So what we are doing, we are saying, okay, VGS minus VGD is equal to VDS. See, here we got our VGS, we got our VDS, right? No other voltages are here. So how we convert these to this? How we convert? Okay, let me give you one explanation. See, everyone, VGS means VG minus VS, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is VGD?
Yes.
VG minus VD.
Exactly, VG minus
VD.
VD. Now what will be the VGS minus VGD? VGS is equal to VG minus VS
Yes.
minus will be there,
Easy.
VGD VG,
VG minus.
no, plus VD. So VG is gone.
VD minus
So
VD.
you have VD minus VS.
Minus VS.
So VD minus VS will be VDS.
Yes. Okay, sir.
বুঝতে পারছো কিভাবে আসছে এটা?
Yes.
How you got? Okay,
Mhm.
I understood. Got it. So I got it that you got it. Okay. So your VGC is equal to VGS minus VDS by 2. That's done. Now let's get back to that previous formula channel, right? Here CG we already know, that is COXWL. VGC we already find out what is that, VGS minus VDS by 2. VT, that is a constant, we will try to find it later, not now, not in this derivation. We have another derivation for VT, but before that let's consider this is a constant. We have a different derivation for VT, but before that let's consider this is a constant. Okay. Okay, so our Q channel will be CG minus VGC minus VT. CG will be COXWL. VGC will be VGS minus VDS by 2, and VT is VT. That is your equation number 2. Now that is channel. That means that is the charge of the channel, not the current. Our goal is to find current, right? But we all know current is equal to charge divided by time, right?
Yes, sir.
We all know it. So let's find out the time, because charge is already completed. Let's find out the time. Time will be L by V. L is the length of the channel. What do I mean by length? Length is this, L. Okay, what do I mean by width? Width is a three-dimensional thing. See, this is a three-dimensional, right? This is a three-dimensional thing, right? This is a three-dimensional thing, right? Not a two-dimensional thing. So which one is length? Length is this, L, channel length, right? From this point to this point, that is your L. What is width? Width is this. That means this channel width is this much, right? This is the W. Understood? Which one is length? Which one is W?
Yes, sir.
The L and W that we have done in the lab. Remember the 12 micrometer and 3 micrometer? Remember that?
Yes, sir.
That is actually this L, this W. Okay?
আরেকবার বলুন স্যার।
আচ্ছা আরেকবার বলি, আজকে আমরা ল্যাবে যে L এবং W টা করলাম,
Yes, sir.
the L and the W, that is actually this one. This is actually the channel length. This is actually the channel width. Okay. So here, how to find out the time? Time is equal to L by V. What is L? L is this, from this point to this point.
This point, okay.
Distance. What is V? V is the velocity. Why? Let's say this is a road and one car is here, one car. How much time required for this car to go from here to here? How much time it needs?
Okay.
How much time this car needs? So how to find that? You need to know what is the length of the road and what is the velocity of the car. So if you divide length by velocity, you can find the time, right?
Time, yes, sir.
So by the word car, I means electron. How much time an electron needs to go from here to here? That is the time, because electron causes the charge, right?
Yes.
Electron causes the charge. So how much time an electron needs from this point to this point for going is T. And how to find that? L divided by V. Understood? Okay. So your T is equal to L divided by V. L is the channel length. V is the velocity of the carrier. And the velocity of the carrier depends on the
So property of the
the velocity depends on, or the proportional to the electric field. V proportional to electric field. What is electric field? Electric field means how much volt you are applying. If the voltage you are applying is more, the velocity will be more. বুঝতে পারছি?
Yes, sir.
Because the current flow depends on the voltage, right?
Mm.
Current flow means electron flow. Understood? So the flow of electron depends on the applied voltage. Applied voltage. So you can say velocity is proportional to electric field. And since it is proportional, so we can write V. This V is not voltage, this V is velocity. Mu E. E is the electric field, mu is the what? Permeability or permittivity. Permeability, not permittivity. Now, E is the electric field. Electric field means VDS divided by L. Voltage per unit length. That is the electric field. Voltage per unit length is the electric field. So we can call L divided by mu E. E is equal to VDS by L. This L will go up, will become L square. So your T is equal to L square divided by mu VDS, right? So that is your T. Now, we know I is equal to Q by T. Q is equal to Q channel. T is this time. So IDS is equal to Q channel divided by T. So from there, we can find Q channel is equal to COX WL VGS minus VDS by 2 minus VT. And T is equal to L square mu VDS. From there, 1L and 1L will be gone. So you have one more L because it is L square, that's why. This mu VDS will go up. So what you are left with? You are left with COX W by L because you have one W and you have one L. So and mu will go up. So mu COX W, this W, and you have one L, right? This L at the bottom. And you have this term VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2, right? And you have one more VDS, right? That will goes up. That will go up here, VDS, right? So this is your final equation.
Right, yes.
For IDS. So IDS is equal to mu COX W by L VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2 into VDS. Understood? Everyone? Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. Among these, this term is constant. This term is constant. Why it is constant? Because see, after making the MOSFET, mu you cannot change, COX you cannot change, W you cannot change, L you cannot change. So this is actually constant after making it. But VGS you can change. You can change the voltage, right? Get to maybe sometimes you will get 5 volts, sometimes you will get 4 volt. Doesn't matter. You can change VT, VDS, right? You can change them. And VT, although it is constant, but it also depends on some external voltage as well. So this part is constant, and we can call it beta. What we can call it?
Beta.
Beta. Naam shuncho beta age?
Yes, sir. Alpha, beta, gamma.
No, not that. In the transistor, there is a beta, right?
Sir.
Sir.
In transistor, there is an amplification gain called beta. Remember, this is that beta.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So since it is for NMOS, we can call it beta N. For PMOS, we will call it beta P. That's it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go back. Go down. So here mu COX WL process gain factor, and it will be represented as beta. So mu is equal to process dependent, W by L is the geometry dependent. So IDS is equal to beta VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2 into VDS. That is your formula for linear region. Okay? That is your formula for linear region. Okay. Now do bolo.
So এখানে স্যার আপনার মিউ ইকুয়াল প্রসেস ডিপেন্ডেন্ট এন্ড আপনার W by L ইকুয়াল জিওমেট্রি ডিপেন্ডেন্ট স্যার এটা
একটু wait করো, okay. Now process dependent means, process means কি process বলো তো? What do you mean by process? Process is the making. Process is the making. What is mu here? What is mu? Mu is the material dependent, right? Material. What material you are using, what process you are using, that will depends on that. W and L, this is the geometry. Geometry means in what size you want to make it. In the lab. Okay, let me show you something else. In the lab, right? In the lab section, we have changed this, right? This part. We have changed this part only, right? This is the geometry here. This part is the geometry, right? Because the length and width, there's actually geometry. This part we haven't changed, have we?
No, sir.
There's actually process. See, it's written already. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So here all the parameters are there. You can also see. Wait. You can also see TOX. Can you see TOX?
Yes, sir.
TOX VT. See, VT is given. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
And what else? What else are given? What else are given? Okay. These are actually see mu O.
Mu. Yes, sir.
Can you see that? All the things are given here. That means these are actually your process dependent. Whatever process you are using, process means the material you are using. That will depends on that. And W and L, this is actually what? Your geometry. That is you are changing. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Something is burning in my house. Okay. Now, I want to do something interesting here. Since we have developed one equation, let's try to put some value here, okay? And see what happens. I need to draw something, draw a place for drawing. Okay, okay. Now, you see, let's say our beta is equal to 10 microampere per volt square. The unit is this, like this, microampere per volt square, 10 microampere volt square. VGS, right? Okay, now VT, let's say our VT is equal to 1 volt. Okay. Now you will change the VGS and VDS. Okay, so we will vary VGS from 0 to 5 and VDS from 0, let's say 10. Okay, and we will vary those. I'm going to change the color. Now, for 0, 0, that means your VGS is equal to 0 and your VDS is equal to 0. So if you put those, what is your IDS? Beta 10. VGS is equal to 0. Let's put 0. Minus 1.
Oh,
VDS
0.
also 0. Into 0. What is your value? It will be 0 because you have a 0 multiplication.
Multiple zeros.
Okay. So your VGS is equal to 0. Now your VDS is equal to 1. VDS. Again, 10, 0, minus 1, minus 1 by 2, into 1, right? Right?
Yes,
So here, we might get some value. We might get some value, but we will not apply these. Why? Because there is a problem of this one. What is the problem? The problem is, remember this, okay? Let me go to the picture. Oh. The problem is, you can see, here you have to apply some voltage as VGS. You have to apply some voltage as VGS. If you do not apply the voltage, the channel will not form, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
If the channel is not formed, that means your transistor is not working. If your
Working.
transistor is not working, you are not supposed to get any current. So if your VGS is 0, you should not get any current, right?
Yes, sir.
So your VGS must start from some value. Let's say 1. Let's say
One.
1 or more than 1, because your VT is 1. So your VGS should starts from what? 1, 2, 3, something like that. So that's why I'm going to start from 2. I'm going to start from
Two.
2. Okay. So 2, 0, right? That means 2 is a VGS, VDS is equal to 0. So 10, 2 minus 1,
Minus one. 1/2.
0 by 2, 0 is equal to 0, right? Why? Because you have a 0 multiplication.
Multiplication. Yes. Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to increase the VDS to 1. So 10, 2 minus 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1. How much is your answer? Let me calculate. So 10 into 2 minus 1 minus
Five.
1 by
5.
2.
5.
Okay,
5.
so answer is 5. Right?
25, sir.
5, 5.
5.
Yes, 5.
5. Now I'm going to use 2, right? So again 2 minus 1 minus 2 by 2 into 2. Okay, by the way, the answer will be microampere. Why? Microampere. Because your unit was microampere. That's why. Now if I apply 2, your answer is what?
So,
Answer is what? 0, right? See, it was supposed to increase because our graph is like this. So our graph is like this, right? So it is supposed to increasing. It is supposed to be increasing, right? It will never go up and go down. It will never do that. Will it do that?
no, sir.
No.
It should not.
It should not do that. Okay, let's try some other value. Okay, let's try some other value. Your VGS, let's start with 4, and your VDS, let's start from 0 to 10. Okay, so your 4, 0, what will be your answer? 10, 4 minus 1 minus 0 by 2 into 0, answer will be 0, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
4, 1, 10, 4 minus 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1. How much is your answer? No. 25.
25.
Okay. 4, 2. 10. Okay. So 10.
20,
60,
40.
20, 40, sir.
Sir.
60, sir, 60.
Yeah, 40, right? Okay, see, it is increasing, right? So like our graph, it is increasing.
Yes, yes, yes. yes.
Okay, now 4, 3. এই কার বাসায় এরকম খারাপ খবর? ওকে, কার বাসায় খারাপ খবর?
স্যার আমার বাসা খারাপ করো না, আমার হচ্ছে যে অনেক রিলেটিভস এর সমস্যা হচ্ছে।
That's the worst thing. 45, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
still it is increasing. So our graph is okay. It is increasing, right? Now let's try 4. You will see why I am doing this work. You will see my point. Why I am doing this, you will see my point within a second.
40.
How much?
40, sir.
40. So did you see that it is decreasing?
Yes, sir.
So our formula is no longer working. Our formula is no longer working here, right? It is no longer working. This should not happen. Excuse me. Okay, this part is called linear part because when it is increasing, it is called linear. After the linear, we have a region that is called what? Saturation, right?
Saturation.
Yes, sir.
So that means our formula actually become invalid after this point. After this point, it becomes saturated. It is no longer linear. That's why our formula become invalid and our value decreases. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Our value decreasing means our formula no longer working. Our formula stopped working there. At that point, our formula stopped. So we have to find out where our formula stopped. Previously, when we start with 2, remember 2. When we give 2, our formula stopped here, right? Just after two tries, our formula stopped. When it is 4, it takes 4 tries. When we give 6, it will take 6 tries, right? You will see that. So that means our formula is not forever working, or it is not working forever. It will stop at some places. So we have to find out that place. That is called saturation point, right? So I want you to understand one very important parameter here. See. What is that point? See this. When our VGS is 4 and our VT is 1. So 4 minus 1, how much?
3.
3. This is VGS minus VT, right? 4 minus 1 is, no. Is greater than VDS, sorry. Is greater than VDS, okay? When our VDS is smaller, that time we had our linear. See here, 4 minus 1, how much? 3. And how much was our VDS? 2. VGS minus VT was 3 and our VDS was 2. So which one is bigger?
3.
This one, right? VGS minus VT was bigger, right? It was bigger. So that time it was working. 4 minus 1, how much? 3. And what was our VDS?
3.
1. Which one is bigger? This one is bigger.
1.
This one is
So it was working. Understood?
Very good, sir.
So when our
Yes.
VGS minus VT is greater than VDS, that time it will be linear, provided your VDS is not 0. See, when it was 0, that time it was 0, right? So this is not linear. This is actually cutoff. This is cutoff. This is linear. This is linear. Okay? Understood?
Yes.
In this case, see this one. 4 minus 1, how much?
3.
3. What is this?
4.
So which one is bigger?
4.
So VDS is bigger.
VDS.
Your VDS is bigger than your VGS minus VT, right?
Yes.
So this is no longer our what? Cutoff. No longer our linear. It is saturation. So you got my point, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you got my
Yes,
point,
sir.
I'm going to clear everything and I'm going to draw again. So our straightforward, our cutoff. Cutoff will be when your VDS is equal to 0 or your VGS is less than VT. That means you didn't spend that much yet. That time you will have a cutoff and your current will be what?
0.
Exactly, 0. Your current will be 0 straight way. This is formula number 1. So your cutoff will be when your VDS is 0 or and VGS is less than VT. If anything occurs, any of these occurs, if any of these occurs, either these or both, you directly write your IDS is equal to 0, right? Number 2. You have done this, right? You have written this, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Number 2, I'm going to erase everything. Number 2 is linear. So your linear must be, your VDS must be more than 0, because if it is less than 0 or equal 0, then means what? Then means it is a cutoff. Okay. It is more than 0 and less than VGS minus VT, right? Right?
Yes.
And your VGS must be bigger than VT. This is and, not or. Remember, your VDS must be greater than 0 and smaller than VGS minus VT, and your VGS must be more than VT. That time your current equation will be IDS will be, obviously there will be a beta VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2 into VDS. Okay, that is your formula. Okay, this is your linear formula. Now I want you to see the saturation formula. Saturation. Okay, for saturation, okay, let's write saturation formula. Your VDS cannot be smaller than, it should be
Greater.
bigger than or equal. Must be equal. Equal can be okay. Equal or greater than. Okay. Your VGS
Minus VT.
minus VT, and obviously your VGS should be bigger than VT. If it is not, then it is cut off, right?
Yes.
If it is smaller, then it is cut off. That's why. Now, what is the formula? We do not know the formula yet. Excuse me, 1 second. We do not know the equation yet, right? We will try to find out the equation. But how to find out the equation? We will find out the equation with the help of this statement. With the help of this statement. Here, we have to understand, this is the graph. Okay? So a graph is going. At that point, when the equation ends, at that point, what happens? It becomes flat, right? So where the saturation starts? Where saturation starts? Saturation actually starts at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wait a minute. This point here, your VGS minus VT was, that means it was bigger. VDS, okay? From here to here, that means from this point to this point, your VDS was smaller. That's why it was linear, right?
Yes.
From this point to this point, your VDS is bigger. But what about this point? It is equal. Okay?
Yes.
So before that point, the VDS was smaller. After that point, the VDS is bigger. But at this point, what? At this point, at the starting point, our VDS is equal. VDS equal VGS minus VT. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is important. Why? Because we will be developing the equation using these. Okay? VDS is equal to VGS minus VT. Understood? Okay, how to do that? See. We know that saturation occurs when the VDS is greater than or equal VGS minus VT, where VGS minus VT is the effective gate voltage for the MOSFET. Now, at the saturation region, if VDS dot set actually, that is, do not worry about this. VDS equal to VGS minus VT, then the equation of IDS of the linear region can be written as follows. So IDS is equal to beta VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2 into VDS, right? In place of VDS into dot set, that means VDS, we can write VGS minus VT. Can we write that? Okay, let me show you something. Your equation, okay, no, red color. Your equation was this. IDS was equal to beta VGS minus VT VDS by 2 okay, understood? IDS is equal to beta VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2 into VDS, right? In place of VDS, we will write VGS minus what? VT. In place of that, we will write VGS minus VT, okay? Let's write beta VGS minus VT minus 2 understood what we have done here? We have written these and we have written these, right? In place of these, in place of that. Now, equal. Here, these two, VGS minus VT, VGS minus VT by 2. Here, they can be done. They can be calculated or simplified using an LCM. So this one 2 will be multiplied 2 VGS minus 2 VT minus VGS, minus minus become plus, and okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
So beta 2 VGS 1 VGS, so you got 1 VGS minus 2 VT plus VT, that means you got 1 VT. So from there, you can write beta VGS minus VT, VGS minus VT, they will multiply and will become VGS minus VT whole square divided by 2. Remember, this square is not on 2. 2 is independent. 2 is not squared, okay?
Yes, sir.
So your IDS is equal to beta VGS minus VT whole square divided by 2. See here, there is no there is no VDS. Is there any VDS here?
No, sir.
In this
Yes.
equation, is there any VDS? No, right? No, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, since there is no VDS, so what will happen if the VDS increases? Nothing will happen, right? Because the current will remain straight. Previously, we have seen if we increase the VDS, current increases, right?
Yes, sir.
Now the equation changes. So if you increase the VDS, current will not change. Current will remain fixed. So that's why you have three equations, one for cutoff, one for linear, another for saturation. And you have to understand when to use which formula. Here, at a galaxy, everything is given. For cutoff, your current equation is IDS equal to 0. VGS should be smaller than VT, or your VDS should be equal to 0. Linear, IDS is equal to beta VGS minus VT minus VDS by 2 into VDS. VGS should be greater than VT, and VDS should be greater than 0 and less than VGS minus VT. And saturation region, your IDS is equal to beta VGS minus VT whole square divided by 2, and your VGS must be greater than VT, and your VDS should be equal or greater than. Now here the equal sign is missing. You can give the equal sign. VDS should be equal or greater than VGS minus VT. Okay, got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
understood? Now I'm going to
Yes.
give you a math in the group. In your group, I will be giving you a math. Do it as a home task. You do not have to submit. You just do it by yourself. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I think our class is done today. I do not need any more thing to say. And it was a very big topic. Okay? And I will be giving you the, wait a minute.